Customizing your theme. Now that you have selected which particular theme based on which you're going to build your website, it is time for us to start customizing it. So I want you guys to pay very close attention to what we are actually going to discuss right now. This is going to be the interface of your particular control panel. Basically, this is going to be the place where you're going to do almost all of your work, right? So we are in the home section right now. If you click the stats, so you're going to understand the basic traffic on your website and all those cases over here. Since we have not launched it, there is no much information which is going to be displayed over here. So let's not bother about all those things. Let's go to this part where it is design. In design, you remember theme, this is the place where you actually selected which theme you want to use. Just above that, you're going to have something called as customize. So I am going to select customize, and in fact I want you guys as well to select customize. So as and when you guys select customize, so you should have this particular window which is opened. So see, this is the theme on your right side. This is the theme that you have actually selected, right? So the basic way in which the website is going to look is actually going to be displayed over here. So in customize, we are not going to edit the text. In fact, we are actually going to edit the way the website is going to look. As simple as this. Let's go to the site identity. Now in site identity, you're going to have an information like this. For example, there is something called as site title. I'm going to put it something like this: SkillSafari, right? You mentioned that. Now see, this particular site title is not the one which is going to be displayed over here. You want to put a tagline, you can also put a tagline: learn what you like, right? So that's a simple tagline that you want. Sorry, learn what you like, right? Learn what you like. So this is a tagline that you can actually use over here. You can also upload a logo over here. Select a logo. For example, you can just see the suggestion over here, suggested image, 500 is to 100 pixels, some logo. If you have, you can upload those logo over here. You have something called as media file. We don't have any items in our media file as of now, so I'm not going to talk about it, but this media file is going to be very important. So for the time's sake, I'm just going to select this particular image just to show you guys how it is going to look. See all these different tables which I have left empty. So I have left it empty purposefully right now because this information is going to be very important, which we'll discuss on a later stage. So I'll just use that as select. So I'll just use maybe a small part of it, maybe just her eyes would work for me right now, right? I'm just selecting that, right? That's done. So I'll just say crop image, and there it is. It's going to be uploaded. So there you go. You have your logo coming up over here. So your logo kind of a thing that comes over there. So if you want to say that display site title, I don't want to display site title and tagline. So see, you can put your logo over here. The site title, what is that going to be? See, when I went to Dunzo, right? When I use this Dunzo website, if you look at the tab over here, see, get free online delivery for food, medicines, groceries and more, right? This particular line which came, and the logo over here, the Dunzo logo over here, this is going to be what is going to be mentioned in your site identity. So anything and everything that you mention over here is going to be displayed on the tab. I want you guys to pay very close attention over here. This content will not be visible on your web page except for your logo. Other than that, everything is going to be visible on the tab, your Windows tab that you actually have. That is where it is actually going to be used. So this is going to be the case. So I'm just giving it as save changes. So that save changes automatically going to get changed. So don't press this close, press this backside arrow. So where I have a lot of other informations, I have color and background. So for example, if I want to change the color of this particular background, so I can select different colors maybe. See, I am selecting this. I can select this. You can choose whichever color you feel like is going to be nice for you. So if you want to go further detail over here, you can actually select like this itself, right? For example, let's say there is any one color. See, for example, I personally like white itself, so I'm going to go with white itself, right? So sorry for that. So I have not made any changes, so I'm just going back, right? I'm just giving save changes. Whatever is the change that I have made, I'm just saving that changes. Now, header. See, this image, if you want to change it, you can change it here, or you can also change it outside. So how to change that, I'll show you later. So you can just explore this part. So menu, coming to menu, there are two types of menus over here. One is going to be your primary menu, which is going to be this home, blog, about and contact. Second is going to be your social media links that you can actually give. So remember, your actual theme had some social media icons in this top left part of your web page. So this you can actually add over here. So let's say I want to I'm just going to my right, I'll just go to my primary menu over here. So primary menu, if it's in home, what and all of the different items that I want, I can just add that over here, right? So let's say I can change the name label. I'll write it as skill safari, right? So whatever I mentioned, that is going to get changed over here, right? Title, attribute, you can give different links over here, different ideas, whatever is that you want to mention. So all those things you can actually mention that over here, right? So explore, guys, explore. I want you guys to explore. This is very self-explanatory. Same way, if you go inside your social, you're going to have different informations over here as well. So similar to that, see, when you come to menu, this particular menu bar is only going to be activated when you verify your email account, else this particular menu bar is not going to be activated. So content options, if there are different other content options that I have, for example, let's say there is something called as display date. There are a lot of dates which is mentioned over here. If I don't want the date to be mentioned, I'll just click that, so the date will not be visible over here. See, for example, here, right? See, recent post. So if I don't want dates to be displayed, I can remove the date part. I can just remove that and add it. It's very simple. For example, if let's say if during the blog part, right here, if I don't want the dates to be mentioned, not that, so here you don't have an option, you will definitely have dates. So this particular feature varies based upon your theme that you are selecting. All your features, all your ideas of editing your website or your layout of your website is going to vary based upon the theme that you select. Now if I go to widget, if I go to this part of widget, so what happens over here is going to be, I can add different widgets over here. So for example, let's say footer one, in footer, if I want to add a widget, so you can explore. I'm just clicking it as add a widget. So there are going to be different widgets which are actually coming up over here. So see, there are these different things which are coming up here, right? So you can select one of these widgets, whichever is that is going to help you in terms of let's say selecting which particular widget you want to use, whichever is going to help you out. For example, Twitter timeline, you can go upcoming events if you want to post that. All those things you can actually do that over here, right? Going back, there are a lot of widgets you can actually add, right? Again, homepage settings, if you want to go, you can actually convert the type of homepage you want. See, normally let it be. I don't want you guys to change anything over here unless otherwise you have something very specific, right? For example, let's say if you want to if you want to actually change anything over here, you can actually go ahead and do these things. Let's say you want to change your homepage setting into about, so the changes happens accordingly, right? All those changes that you're actually talking about, all those changes are going to happen over here. So see, the thing is getting updated, right? The thing is getting updated. So yeah, see how it is supposed to look, that it is actually changing. So your entire layout of your website is going to get changed. So based upon what you actually need, you can actually do that. So for now, I'm just going to let it be as home itself, which because that is what I actually selected. And I just give save changes. See, I want you guys to explore this particular place. So whatever is it with respect to change in terms of your theme layout, right? You can actually do that in customize area, except for your editing your content, like whatever is written over here. Other than that, or adding different blocks on all those posts, which we will learn in the next part, right? All other than that, everything you can actually do it in this particular place. Like you have a lot of other functions, like let's say your featured content, you can actually change that. You can actually even think about the types of testimonials which you would like to add. You can do that over here. Let's say theme options, for example, let's say you have different other theme options, you can actually change all your theme options over here, right? So this is how you are actually going to customize your theme. Now if you want to edit your theme, we will go to this page, right? See, just above design you have something called as site. If you click site, you have different options over here. So I am going to go to pages. I click pages. Inside pages we have something called as home. This is the place where you are actually going to edit. Just give me a minute, let this thing get loaded. Yeah, see, this is the place where you're actually going to edit the content. This is exactly the place where you're going to edit the content. So how to edit the content? Let's talk about that in the next class, guys. In the meantime, please don't forget to subscribe for this channel, guys, and like this video, share this video with your friends, and we are pretty much sure we're going to come up with a lot of interesting content for you guys. Thank you.